Hello everybody and welcome to my man cave. I am Emil from Team Kick Racing and today we're going to have a look at the new Mamba from Diatone. Well, here it is, the new Mamba stack. Let's have a look what's inside the box. Well, the stack is there. Then we got some O-rings here. I'm guessing for soft mounts. 470 spare cable from the FC to the ESC, XT60, and some cables. Let's have a look here. When we look at this, the first thing I saw was this plate. This plate makes my job so much easier, because usually I go around and point out everything you gotta do, but this thing does that for me. You see here on the back every UART, and on the front you can see everything, where you're gonna put everything. Just place this on the top. Computer above the USB, and then it says exactly what you are going to do. This is the perfect stack for the beginner. But is it perfect for the pro? Let's have a look. As you can see on this one, it's called Mamba System F722. The F7 is because, well, it's an F7. There's a 5 volt and there's a 9 volt. That's really nice. And then you can see Speedy B Bluetooth. That is something I'm really curious about. And of course, it takes up to 6 cells lipos. When you look at this, you also see there's a bunch of LEDs outputs. As most of the stack does nowadays, they use the cables, not pins anymore. Because, well, some had issues with pins, and this is more stable. And you can also see it's already soft mounted. So these are an extra feature if you don't think it's soft enough, I guess. And if we turn this around, there's a note here, and yes, it says input 5 to 6 cells, and it outputs 50 amp in a 4-in-1, and it's packed with D-Shock 1200. If I just pull this one out, I can see here that I have a choice. I can solder here instead of using this contact. That is a nice feature. But I'm gonna use this contact just to see how this performs stock. Sometimes ESC comes with 2 narrow pads here. I do think this looks okay. Also for the plus and minus here. And when I look at it, I can see that it's coated already. That's also a nice feature. Right here you can see the Bluetooth antenna. I have never used Speedy B Bluetooth, but this one I just have to try. There is a bunch of outputs. I really like the look of it. They did put a 9 volt regulator on it. I guess it's because some electronics on 5 volts tends to black out. On 9 volts you don't have that issue anymore. There is one more thing, and it's the buttons here. Well, we have the boot, but then we have a LED button here. I do believe it's for changing the colors on the LEDs, because as I said before, there's a bunch of LEDs outputs here. And you could just click to change the colors. That's excellent. Especially here in Sweden, when we compete, we have to change the colors quickly when we change the VTX channels. This is just excellent. We will have to see how this flies. As you can see, it's not mounted yet. But I'm gonna do a video on how to mount this one. But perhaps it's unnecessary because this one tells you exactly what to do. Thank you, Diatone. Let's see how it runs.